Good morning. I'd just like to tell this video is about Japan, in case that dickhead is watching. So in Japan, the birth rate has dropped below 1 million again. And the simple reason for this, well, one reason is that boys and girls don't like sex with each other, it appears. And that's one of the reasons. And the other reason is that when they do get married, the guy gives a lot of his money to the wife. Another reason is that when people get jobs, they have what's called hakken giasha, like a supply company. And this supply company, they will take about 30% of your wages, which means that you're working for this company. You don't get proper treatment. You don't get like an allowance for your house. You don't get fucking transport. So if you imagine, if let's say your salary is 200,000, if you're lucky, after taxes, if you're lucky after taxes, for a Japanese person, and then you have to pay 15,000 in fucking train fares every month. You still have to pay your taxes. You have to pay your city taxes, which is about 10. That's about 10,000, 15,000. And this is why, for me, I think this is why the main reason why people aren't starting families is because they can't fucking afford to, because they're giving money to the hakken giasha. Now, the hakken giasha, they said, the government said you've got to, after 3 years, you've got to employ them. You can only employ this person for 3 years on a hakken giasha level, because they're taking 30% of their wages. But my wife did that for about fucking 15, 16 years until I said, well, you should divorce me. And now she got set on properly, because when she left, they actually did something which they should have done fucking years ago, is they gave her a proper job. And they gave her money to pay the rent, they paid her transfer, they give her bonus. So now she's doing quite well. But people who stick together, they don't have that, because the government seems to think, or the hakken giasha thinks, oh, well, the husband's working at fucking ABC company, we can pay her fucking shit money and take most of her money. Now, and I think most of the Brazilians who work here, most of the Brazilians and most of the South Americans that work here, like the Peruvians, they're under the same system. They work on the hakken giasha, where 30% of their pay is taken. Same with the people that come from Africa. And it's a fucking rip-off, because they're just taking your money. And you can't, and if you ask, if you're working for one of these companies, there's no change in your salary for fucking years. There is no change. There's no increase. But the fucking hakken giasha people, they get an increase. They get looked after. And if you ask for an increase, even like 50 yen per hour, 1 yen per hour, they go, don't fucking bring that guy back. We don't want him. We don't want him. We don't need him. And so you fucking got rid of. And that, Mr. Abe, it might be a different guy in a month, in a few weeks or so. And that is why people aren't making babies, because you're fucking stealing their fucking money. You're worse than the Conservatives in Britain for the last 300 years. So, let the people have proper jobs. Or at least fucking pay them their transportation. Give them a little bit towards the housing. Do that. You're already fucking stealing the money. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.